That's what they're playing for. That and a decent paycheck as well, because the fact that all the bounties made it through to the final 5 means that the bounties that were on their heads, all, what, 5 times 300, it's 1,500 quid. It's not small change. That's all rolled over onto the total prize fund. So the winner is pocketing a decent prize here for winning what is probably quite a weird tournament to win, especially Amy, who hasn't had to play a semi-final, so to speak, hasn't picked up a cue since yesterday afternoon when she won 3 matches pretty impressively. Yeah, decent day's work if you can get it.
Yeah, 4th match for Amy, 6th match for Marion, and a cool 4K on the end of it. I mean, it's a serious prize pot. We don't see that sort of prize pot in the women's game. It's incredible, really.
Mark Gofker's got the call on refereeing duties. The pack is set, and so are we. Hope you're ready. Should be a cracker. Amy Beauchamp versus Marion Jude for the first time. It's in the last woman standing final match.
Well, Amy started yesterday's play with this break. She's done it again.
I said this yesterday on comms, so I think for me, you can see the reaction there from Amy, pure frustration. But for me, when Amy gets that break right, it's the best break in the women's game by quite a distance. But it is a touch inconsistent, isn't it? Much more than she'd like it to be.
She can lose the cue ball from time to time. She's got one of the most powerful breaks in the game. She'll stay front ball an awful lot longer. She will go cut break, but very, very rare. She has to be very angry with her front ball to go that way. But yeah, front ball, she has a huge amount of power, and it's normally a big weapon for her.
Interesting to hear from Marion there and say that she did practice for this event by making an effort to play quicker.
Yeah.
Very difficult to replicate the shot and match clock conditions at home or on your practice club or wherever you may be, but making a conscious effort to play quicker and work with that. And as she says herself, it seems to be working for her.
Yeah, it's been some very impressive ball from her. I was talking to Amy in the previous match. She was on commentary before she's gone out there, and yeah, I think one of my favourite moments was obviously Amy calling out Amy Haller-Dixon, that is, calling out Marion to play, but then the clearance that Marion made to essentially win it, to go in front, was that those 2 moments were brilliant, and she sort of never looked back from that moment.
That shot has gone wrong though. Was looking to avoid the 8 ball and going to the bottom of the table with the yellow and the reds. Not entirely sure she can get out from here. Let's find out. Maybe a shot. I think she was looking for the loss of turn. Hasn't got it. Loss of turn would have been great actually for Marion there. Would have given her a big degree of control over that area of the table. But Champs is going to get to the table in the first frame. Yeah,
not easy. This is a tough layout. You can look at it and yeah, reds are holding yellows back. Amy needs to be patient here. I don't know whether she wants to be though.
Well, naturally a very, very aggressive player.
And she's going to be aggressive. Take the one bottom left, top of the triangle area, and fire into the problem. I don't know whether there's enough red actually nearest the bottom left-hand corner, sorry, bottom right-hand corner, to be able to pop that and maybe get the other one out. And I think she's thought better of it. She's got control in the frame. Why risk it?
Yeah, this is all of a sudden a very big frame.
Yeah.
Because there's some mileage in this.
And what Amy's asking Marion to do here is play this yellow, which opens up the red. Oh, that's clever. It's very good. I was about to say open up the red and kind of make the reds better, but she's played that in such a clever way. Yellow off the bottom cushion to flick the red into a problem area and make it messy again. More patience required. When you've got the numbers advantage like Amy has here, you just got to be patient, wait, keep working out the way to force a chance. It's not going to come quickly. And we've seen plenty of matches recently. Yesterday it was like this quite a bit, where the first frame was massive and it got drawn out with balls dictated sometimes, and it was obviously tense out there. But today, certainly the deeper we've gone in, as we see the foul from Marion, the deeper we've come in, we've seen more and more clearances from the break. We've seen faster frames, and we haven't seen this for a little while.
Yeah, it's been the breaks that have dictated it, really. Plenty of them have not been particularly kind.
So just a controlled safety shot, just to bump the red out, the one that Marion put into trouble. Has she given Marion a chance to get creative in here? Oh, potted it clean, which I don't believe was the plan. Far from it.
No, that's disaster.
It looks like the way she played that, she was hoping just to feather it off the red and just open up the pocket for the other one. Pots it clean and just makes it worse.
Yeah, just about worst case scenario really for Marion Jude. That's not the worst shot in the world, but Amy now is a massive favourite in this frame.
Yeah, she still may have to be patient for another shot or two, but she's getting further and further in front. Toying with the idea of taking on the 3-ball plant. It looks like it's set to the draw, not guaranteed to drop. So not worth taking on. She would have liked to hide the yellows there. Not that there's anything on for Marion, but you don't want to give her full sight of one and give her an opportunity to be creative here. Although, at first glance, not sure what she can do with it. Long double and open everything up. Tall order. No, not thinking as aggressively as me. Just try and keep it as tight as possible. If Amy can pot this red next to the yellow, she might decide to go, drop it in. You've got the next red left, bottom left corner, and then everything else goes. No, it didn't go, but it still opened up the pocket. We've seen that before. Her knee kicked into the mechanism to release the balls.
Yeah, and they can be quite painful, as we've all experienced at one time or another.
We've talked about this many times, but obviously we're using a Supreme match here where for years now, Elite Pool's been played on Supreme winners, and the match is just a little bit squarer. And the number of players that bang the table with their knees and cue walking around the table because of the tapered nature of the winner compared to the match. And it still happens.
All the time.
Well, looks like Amy's had enough of this. It's time to go. When she plays the plant, she just wants to make sure. She might even flick the red on the way down off the yellow just to open up the pocket a little bit more. If she plays it clean, she just wants to make sure the red doesn't fall behind the yellow and make it unpottable. Has played it clean, and it has gone awkward. One thing she wanted to guard against is exactly what has happened.
Yeah, and could there be still hope in this match? Or in this frame, I should say. Still plenty of hope in the match, of course.
To be honest, this frame could be the match, the way it's going. We're 9 minutes in now.
Tick tock.
Not sure there was too much thought of potting that. Maybe she was, but happy enough to turn the table over to Marion with these two yellows the way they are. And if that had dropped in, she would have had an angle on the one in the triangle area to develop the other one, but I'm not sure if she was really too keen for that. Clever. Marion trying to get the yellow on top of the 8-ball. Make it even trickier.
Oh, I don't have a 0-0 final. Why not?
Yeah, let's do 0-0 6-red shootout. Let's do it. I have to say, we've seen some very clever shots from Marion over the course of the 6 that she's played. Obviously, she's played some brilliant matches and some just brilliant clearances. The way she picks apart patterns and her cue ball control is excellent, but very clever with the tactical play as well.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the complete package, really.
Had to work hard there not to foul. She's done a decent job. May have left the red that she's nearest to the bottom left, but definitely left the one into left centre. But she was also holding out some hope and trying to make... She knows she's behind in this frame, but she's as close as she's been as well. That's why she tried to make the 8-ball as awkward as possible. And this is really tough. If Amy's going to take these on, she's got to...
And she has to get them.
And she has to get them, because otherwise she's giving, you know, Marion a chance to steal the frame right back. But now, having to go up the table for this one, this next positional shot, it is far from easy. Decent margin of error down the table. And floats into that area beautifully. And actually leaves a lovely angle to get back out for the double. To get up almost straight on the double, maybe would have wanted a touch more angle. So she may... No, she was okay. She could get up that far. In the end, she's come out a lot further than she would have wanted. Or will she be more tempted by the corner or the middle? Both are tough from where she's left it.
Oh, bang. Champs with a massive 8-ball to kick things off in the last woman standing final match.
Marion asked a big question of Champs here, and she's come up trumps with that double. She always knew when she took on the finish it would be a double on that 8-ball. Couldn't do anything better than that, and didn't land perfect on it either. And that frame took a decent chunk of the match clock away. Makes this next frame, we've talked about it on repeat this weekend, when the first frame especially is drawn out, frame 2 becomes massive. 2-0 or 1-1. 2-0 with the match clock down to the final 5 minutes. Feels an awful long way back. But of course we all know what Marion did with her last break. The golden break to win the last match against Harriet Haynes. And there is still 8 minutes left in the match. There's no need to get too worried at this stage. But if you lose this frame in 3 or 4 minutes, then you've got a problem.
Wants a ball and isn't getting one.
I felt like she caught that one just a touch on the thin side. No, replay tells us differently. It wasn't quite as much power through the pack as she can get.
Extension call.
because they didn't really open up in the triangle area, it's another messy layout. Some real problem balls here for Champs. You've got the one on the right-hand side nearest the cushion, the one near the 8 ball, the one near the cue ball now does have the bottom left, but not easy to get to that. Amy was trying to make that. She was being more aggressive. She would have been on the one bottom left and would have continued, but now it's sat the way it is. A delicate loss of turn for Marion, but one that should give her a little bit of control in this frame. That was tight.
It was.
And it leaves a chance for Marion Jude. Okay, couple on the cushion that need to be cued in, but everything now has its pocket. Everything goes.
Extension called.
Quick glance at the scoreboard, the clock, and Marion will know that we're very close to the 15 seconds a shot, the final 5 minutes. So wants to use every second here to kind of work out the plan. And then she'll have to go through things fairly quickly here. This will be her final shot at 30 seconds a shot.
Amazing how quickly this match has gone in terms of the scoreboard. It's still only 1-0, but less than 5 minutes to play. That first frame, so key.
Just kills the match clock. We've seen it on repeat this weekend, just tough layouts. Marion's picked a nice route here, but that's not the best of shots. Needed to finish short of the straight on the yellow to right centre, drift up to the one on the left-hand side, and then it's a case of dropping the last 3 balls in, and the 8 ball would be waiting now. Has to go for the double, which she has. Slightly overdone the cue ball, actually. May well still have to go. No, she's going to go the other way round. Probably leave a double on the other one then. If she was straighter on the one to top left, she would have taken it, dropped it in, and the one that she's just played would have been there still waiting to get onto this ball.
This is a long way off ideal.
She's nicely on this double though. And it flies in. What a visit to the table.
I mean, this is clutch, isn't it? This is seriously, seriously clutch.
Very impressive. It really is. It's the calm nature of it that it amazes me so much. It's just calmly kind of pick that route. Okay, the route's gone slightly wrong. I need to reassess, and just picked out 2 doubles, and it's just really calm the way she goes about her business. Very impressive. And we're 1-1.
She's just so composed, and to have that level of composure, I think, so young as she is just extraordinary, really.
It really, yeah, I think that's the most amazing thing, really.
Yeah, I thought this in Morocco, but you do get the sense every time you watch Marion play when she's playing well, you get this feeling that you are watching someone very special. And
with 3 minutes 24 on the clock, Amy is probably in the back of her mind thinking there could well be a 6-red shootout on the cards.
She does not want one of those, let me tell you for free.
She absolutely doesn't. We've reminded her a few times about her record. And if you weren't listening, she is 0 from 2. But there is 3:24 left, and a big powerful break. Plenty of time for a clearance, plenty of time for a couple. And she's going to get that chance. What a break this is. Far better than the first frame, where it led to a messy layout. This time, great chance.
It's one of those where miss and you're in serious bother. Miss and it may well be, it probably will be, your last visit to the table.
That's okay. Probably knew she was just getting that little bump on the yellow, but was bumping the cue ball into a great area of the table. I have to say, I think she's time fouled.
Wow.
Yeah, got massively caught out by the clock there. Realised she didn't have the extension too late, and yeah, clear time foul.
Pain for Amy Beauchamp and a chance for Marion Jude.
Well, it was an amazing chance for Amy to go one clear. It really was. It's a brilliant chance now for Marion Jude to go one clear and have the next break as well. These yellows are very nice. They just connect so well together. Would like to be able to deal with the two to right centre, back to back. So you'd go right centre, then the one to the left of the 8-ball straight in, but may not have the angle to do that. Yeah, she had to. Maybe she was topping through to try and get straight in on that yellow nearest the right centre, the bottom right, but it shouldn't be too much of a problem to come back out for it, but in an ideal world, she'd love that one to be off the table. Because this shot can definitely go wrong. Whereas if she was just trying to drop that previous one in, leave it straight, 8-ball would be waiting. Oh, beautiful control off the red.
Super shot.
The angle that she's left, cue ball will be doing some travelling here. I don't think the 8-ball goes bottom left, so she can't just drop it in. Just accepts a little bit further away and close to the cushion.
Bang. Was it ever in doubt? Marion Jude leads. Big puff of the cheeks. She is a picture of composure at the table, but she just lets it go a little bit. Letting it go is exactly what Amy Beauchamp will feel she's just done.
Yeah, that was a chance for her to be in this exact position, be one ahead with a minute left, and put huge pressure onto Marion. It's a finish that Amy knows that she should have made, and the time foul has cost her. And now she knows that best case scenario is a dry break here from Marion Jude and a buzzer beater clearance to make it a 6-red shootout, which she doesn't want to be in a 6-red shootout. So it will feel like a tall order for Amy, and Marion knows, there's 36 seconds left on the clock here. She knows, make a ball off the break, this match is done.
It should be. It is never over until it's over. Marion Jude did almost give us a golden duck yesterday.
Marion Jude's break.
She doesn't want to go close to that again. Amy Beauchamp would be thinking maybe. Dry break or a foul break is what Amy needs. And she's not going to get the foul break. Can Amy Beauchamp rattle these off in 30 seconds?
They are there, but it's tight and tough.
I think it's one of those where we'll look back and think Amy wouldn't have needed much more time. Oh, it's going to stay up, and that will end it. 32 players started, but at the end of it all, Marion Jude is the last woman standing. What a win from the lady from Limoges. And the world champion is up and running with her ultimate pool account. Super performance, super player. All right, welcome back inside the arena. What a fantastic weekend we've had here at the Ultimate Pool Last Woman Standing. 32 players started, just one remains left in the competition. But what a weekend. Let's hear it for all 32 players, their supporters, their friends, their family. This atmosphere has been special. Let's give it up for the Last Woman Standing. It's been awesome. It was a fantastic final. Two of the finest players on the planet. Amy Beauchamp was happier than I've ever seen her before when she avoided matches. But when it came to the final, she gave as good as she got. Let's hear it for champs. Amy Beauchamp, your runner-up. Well played, champs. A weird event in a lot of ways for a pool player, but how much have you enjoyed this weekend overall?
I've enjoyed today, not playing, obviously. Yeah, no, it's something different, and it mixes it up, and I think everyone has embraced it and got involved, and I think it's been a success. Yeah,
absolutely. And in terms of that match there, I'm sure the ending of which you'd quite like to forget pretty soon, but yeah. Tough one to take, obviously. But what did you make of the final as a whole?
Look, I think most people are probably aware I've been struggling for form for a few months, so as much as that finish is frustrating because it was there and I've just got lost on the 15 seconds, it's nice this weekend to kind of reset and just find a bit of form again because I'm happy enough with how I've played overall.
Yeah, and you should be. You'll be back, mate. Amy Beauchamp, everybody. And the world champion came in with a big price tag on her head, one of our 5 ultimate pool assassins. She's run the gauntlet this afternoon, taking down plenty of them. The last woman standing is Marion Jude. That's a pretty good weekend, isn't it?
Yes, very good weekend.
It was a fantastic performance, and I think what was really special was how you had to end it. You had to win 3 matches in a row against some of the best players in the world. That must almost make this even sweeter.
Oh, yes, of course. It's always nice to beat the assassin, of course. And no, I'm really happy about my game, as I said before, especially in the final when I was 1-0 down at I think it was 8 minutes left. Yes, it's really hard, and I played really well under pressure, so I'm really happy.
Yeah, the pressure, the play under pressure is something that really stands out for someone so young. Where does that come from, that composure? You like that away from the table as well?
I don't know, honestly, I can't even explain it in French, so I can't say it in English, but I don't know, it's just the way I play. I see pool, you know, so no, I think it's just quite normal for me.
Well, we love watching it, that's for sure. This is obviously you won a world title. We covered that on Ultimate Pool TV, but this is your first official Ultimate Pool trophy. Will we see you back plenty of times next year to compete for some more?
Well, maybe, probably.
That sounds like a plan to us. Let's get you a trophy. In comes Zach Leonard to make the presentations, our tournament director. Your last woman standing is Marion Jude.